Hey everyone, welcome to another wonderful episode of Starknet Espresso, where we give you all the latest information on Starknet. Today we have an incredible guest who is making waves all around the blockchain ecosystem with the new facility they have in the northern hemisphere of Nigeria, breaking boundaries and training new developers to get into the blockchain ecosystem. Scarface is the co-founder of BlockFuse Labs, and he's here today to share with us how the company is transforming the landscape of blockchain in the north. We're happy to have you here with us today, Scarface. Scarface, welcome to the show. Welcome to Starknet Espresso. So it's a pleasure to have you on the show today.
Yeah, thank you very
Okay,
much.
so yeah, thank you for coming. Um, let's start with I'd like you to introduce yourself to our audience first, and then tell us how you got into the Web3 ecosystem.
Okay, guys, and good day once again. Gem everyone. My name is Scarface. Actually, that's my brand name, right? My name is Peter Daku, and I'm a protocol dev. I work on the get that's the Go Ethereum. Yeah. That's just the highlight about me. Very, very simple. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much. One of the reasons why I needed you to be on the show is because you guys you have one of the fastest growing blockchain space in the northern hemisphere of Nigeria, maybe even in Nigeria as a whole. And we're talking about BlockFuse Labs. What inspired BlockFuse Lab, and basically what is BlockFuse Lab all about?
BlockFuse Labs is a core blockchain company, right? Where we nurture talents, we train Web2 developers to to become blockchain devs. We don't just actually do trainings here. We also build products, right, for the blockchain ecosystem as a whole. That's the basic stuff that we do at BlockFuse Labs.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So, I
Yeah.
mean, looking at how long have you guys been how long have the program been running?
The program has been running for 2 months, yeah, because this is their 8 week. That's the cohort one. Yeah, this is their 8 weeks. So it's basically 2 months.
Okay. You know, like
Yeah.
I've been following BlockFuse Lab right from the inception, and one of the things that have been remarkable is the scope of programs that you guys have for new developers coming into Web3. Can you throw a little bit light on the programs you guys run in BlockFuse Lab?
Okay. Yeah. So as I mentioned earlier, right, and BlockFuse Labs, like we basically train Web2 devs to become blockchain developers. So when we started about 2 months ago, we cohort one registration like was opened. Then we have influx of applications close to 500. Of course, Web3 programs is completely free. It's completely free. So when we had those applications, now we wanted to test their knowledge of Web2 because and for it to become a good Web2 dev, you must first be a good Web2 developer. So we gave them tests to test their skills in Web2. So now, after the test, we discovered that it was just uh, 6 persons that passed the test out of out of 100 and something. That's an issue, a very, very big issue, um, because our market is not currently the general and population, right? Like the Web2 guys. So now we came back to our drawing board. We now said, okay, most people want to really learn this stuff. They want to come into the space of blockchain development. How can we help them? That's when we started the Web2 to Web3 preparatory bootcamp. Like in this bootcamp, like we basically teach you about the basics of Web2, that up till the advanced level, right? So like we teach them um, HTML, CSS, Tailwind CSS, React, Next.js, and Node.js. Because like we believe that once someone like is grounded in this, they can do very, very well like in the Web3 space, right? So that means that we currently have two programs that are running at the moment, both the Web2 class and the Web3 class. Now, the plan is that once we are actually done with this Web2, we can get people that are that are now good in Web2 to now join our next cohort, which is actually starting January 4th.
Oh,
So that's the program that will run here. Yeah.
oh, wonderful, wonderful. I think one thing
Yeah.
that is remarkable in what you said is the transition from Web 2 to Web 3. Because I wrote my first programming language back in 2022, and was coming to Web3 bridge. That was where I learned about Web3 development. When I came into Web3, I wasn't sophisticated in Web2, and it was difficult for me to do that transition. So I think it makes a lot of sense that you guys are taking this route of training people on Web2 and then transitioning them to Web3. It's an incredible thing that you guys are doing. So just to show more light on things going on in BlockFuse Labs, when it comes to Web3, what programming languages are you guys looking at? What are you guys teaching in? I know you talked about being a Get is, and also Get probably should be part of it. But are there other programs that you guys are?
Yeah, so basically our program, like our cohorts, uh, basically we build on Ethereum. That's the basic program that will run here, because like we believe that once they actually understand how to build on Ethereum very, very well, or once they understand how to build on Ethereum very, very well, they can actually conquer every language at all. Because now we have plans of teaching them other stuff as well, stuff like Rust language, Golang as well. Because one of our basic plan under the hood is to bring in more protocol devs into the ecosystem. That's our plan. So once they conquer these languages, right? Our master classes that have been they are lined up already. Rust masterclass, Golang a masterclass. Then we have some other masterclass thing, and we have Starknet on the way. We have leaks as well. Yeah. So uh, that's our plan, really. Yeah.
Oh, oh, incredible. So the current cohort now are basically working on Solidity, yeah?
Yes. 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 That's what they are doing.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice, nice, nice. You mentioned you guys are planning to get Starknet into your Stark. So why
So
why choosing Starknet?
Starknet, Starknet. There's no L2 without really Starknet, basically, right? Is one of the best layer two solution that's out there. And again, one thing I actually love about Starknet is that is the community. I think Starknet has the best community currently in the ecosystem. No doubt. No two has come close as so far that I've seen. And why we actually bringing in Starknet is because Starknet, they are more focused on devs. They are focused on developers. And these guys are trying to support projects, small projects that are actually built by devs, right? So I I sincerely wish and I actually hope that other layer two solutions, right? We actually copy what Starknet is doing because Starknet is doing an awesome job in the ecosystem. Not just that they care about their community members, they also try to push your project, and that easy access to the core devs in Starknet is really is is encouraging. It was the other day I sent an email to David, the guy handling Starknet and
Yeah, David
foundation.
Barreto. That's David.
Yeah, David.
He's been on this
Like
show.
immediately, like he replied me. We set up a Zoom call. We had a 30-minute Zoom call. He was actually happy what I'm currently doing in the north. I'm currently doing with BlockFuse Labs and everything. And his support has been very it's been awesome. No dragging back and forth and all that. Like just pin him, go straight to the point. The collaboration is there, like the support is there. So that's why I actually love Starknet very well. And I don't want to just enjoy the love alone. I want to on my students as well to to feel Starknet, to come into the ecosystem and see what Starknet is doing. Let's Starknet push them to their dreams. Yeah, that's the plan actually.
Incredible, incredible. You know what you the sentiment you've echoed now is one that almost everybody that has been on the show has echoed to, because the support in the ecosystem is so massive when it comes to supporting developers, but also other people. Because I know like a couple of content creators. I myself am not a developer slash content creator, and you get this support from the ecosystem. I spoke to David the other day, and it was just like he said. It was easy to get him to come on the show, and we talked about a lot of things that is going on in the ecosystem. And one other
Yeah.
thing, like you mentioned, I'm not sure if you have an idea of this. So there's a project called Kakarot in Starknet ecosystem. So basically, what it just means is that they're trying to build a ZK EVM, so where people can stick to their Solidity language, but they can now deploy their smart contracts on Starknet. So that's what Kakarot is all about now. So it's all about now not trying to get people to go, okay, you can learn Cairo now. No, you can write your Solidity, but they've
Solidity.
built this
Deploy your Starknet.
yeah, they built this dual VM where you can also, deploy your Solidity smart contracts on what's it called on EVM. So that's something you guys should also take note.
Nice. When we start when we start the master class, right? Of course, we invite some core devs in the Starknet ecosystem, right? To come and to come and tell us these things more because we want to be fully like involved in Starknet ecosystem.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's nice. One of the things that I myself personally, just because of my relationship with you, that has been kept me excited, especially looking at the at BlockFuse Lab, is the massive success stories that I've seen recently. It's
Yeah.
incredible. I mean, you guys are just listening to it, and I'm seeing some hackathons being won and stuff like that. It's massive excitement for I mean, I
Yeah.
just enjoy it. Can you tell us a little bit about this success stories that is going on in your company at the moment?
Yeah. Uh, we start and BlockFuse Labs, right? Me
Yeah.
and my founder developed. Our our mantra was that we'll try to do very, very hard things here. Things that other hubs are running away from. Things that other people are running, we'll do it here. Do you get it? I don't know if okay. So things that other hubs are actually running away from, like we'll do it here, right? So now our class hours, sometimes these guys they come here in the morning around 10 a.m. and they leave by 10 p.m.
Wow.
That's they spend their whole day here. Like at first they were finding it difficult to adjust and everything, but we all knew that it's with time they will adjust. Times go by, they started sleeping here,
Oh, wow. Wow.
sleeping at the facility. Now, this is just the background of the hard work that they actually putting in. Now, in their fourth week, these guys actually built a wallet extension, something similar to MetaMask,
Yeah.
something similar to MetaMask, like they built a wallet extension. I've not seen any hub build that type of project yet. I don't know whether some hubs have actually built it yet, but I've not seen. Now, in their sixth week, Graph came here for a meetup, and they're tall like in Nigeria. They came to Jos. They loved us. I think it was Chidibem that was here. They loved us. They loved what BlockFuse Labs is doing. A hackathon. These guys participated in their hackathon in their fifth week. They won the prize. I think that was their uh first hackathon that they won. It was with Graph protocol, right? Then um Leaks and AI came. That's the just road show.
Yeah.
Um it was actually like a world event. Leaks came, Juju boy, he was actually impressed.
Yeah.
He was actually like impressed with what we're actually doing here and everything. Now, the, the hackathon, it was actually worldwide, actually. Yeah. Projects, we submitted two projects from BlockFuse Labs. Now, as God will have it, these two projects, like, were in the top five.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
these two projects were in the top five. Now, and now Leaks again, they are having an incubation program as well. Because now it's been a culture that over the years, after hackathon, projects will just die off like that. After hackathon, projects will just die off like that because it has actually I have it has actually done to like so many persons and others. And I want to actually take this project further by by turning this project uh, to startups. Now,
Wow.
that means that the owners of the project will have like three, a 3 month camp in Ghana where they will be exposed to mentors from Leaks and Aya, right? They'll
Wow.
build they'll build on their product. Of course, it's now not just a startup, a hackathon project. It's now is a startup product.
Yeah.
They will be exposed to mentorship. They will be exposed to and seed grants as well, funding from top VCs and everything. They'll be able to access close to $100,000 to fund their projects, right? To fund their projects and everything. And it was about, I think, and 10 projects were selected, and two of our projects got in as well.
Wow. Massive.
Yeah. So to me, this thing I actually see it as a very, very big win for us because these guys, they are still learning and they are going into incubation programs, they are winning hackathons and the rest. And there's one other hackathon again, base hackathon that they are currently doing. They are submitting an entirely new trip project. New trip project. Yeah. Yesterday was their demo day, and I was very, very impressed with the project that they are doing. I was very, very impressed with the projects that they are doing. And I have full confidence, 100%, that these guys will win the base hackathon as well. Because that's how that's the level at which like I definitely trust trust these guys, right?
Yeah.
So they are doing good actually, right?
Yeah.
They, they are putting in the work and like are seeing the results. So considering it's just 2 months that was started this thing, yeah, like
Yeah.
it's
I
been a
mean,
good ride.
this
It's
is
been
for me. It's really a massive success. I mean, I was in this program I was in a similar program getting into a play about a year ago, and I know how difficult it could be. And then to hear that these guys are doing what you would call exploits at the moment, it's massive to be honest. I think you guys are doing a very fantastic job in raising these guys. You mentioned a couple of names. You mentioned Risk. You mentioned Aya. You mentioned I think you had a conversation with David too. So it's basically a question that is centered on collaboration and partnership, and probably maybe support too. Are you getting any
yeah.
support from the blockchain ecosystem at large? Are there any collaborations and partnerships in your venture?
Yeah, official partnerships. We have not really gotten that yet. What I'm trying to say is that we have not really had access to real uh, funding yet because you know that when we started the BlockFuse Labs, it was strictly from our pockets, me and the founder. It is actually our personal money that we use to do this whole stuff. So now, why are we actually doing this thing? we kind of want to like give back to the community and try to help the not in general and like an Nigeria at large and everything.
Yeah.
Now, what most protocols are doing is that maybe we don't really have results yet. That's why we have not had access to and sponsorships yet. But there have been some minor um collaboration that has led to the sponsorship of master classes. There have been some collaboration that have led to visibility, and some of those notable collaborations, they are from the first one was from Starknet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the first one was from Starknet. They gave us funding to host a master class, right? Then the other ones was from, I think, yeah, it's just from Starknet. The rest is from meetups. Yeah, yeah, it's for meetups. That's from Base and Lisk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But I keep telling these guys that one day meetup will not really bring out the real KPIs that you guys are looking for. All right. Okay. After meetup, let's try and do a proper follow-up, uh, maybe with a master class. That will expose these guys about your ecosystem, what you guys do,
Yeah.
how your ecosystem works in general. So I'm currently in talk with Lisk, because the plan is that let's expose these guys, not just not in general, into the blockchain space, because they should know what an L1 is. They should know what an L2 is. Then they will now decide for themselves where to venture in.
Yeah. Sure. Sure. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Massive, massive. Like when I hear the stories, I'm almost astounded to, for lack of better word, like what you guys are doing. Because of timing, let me hit the I know, like, when someone looks from the outside, it's easy to see all the success that you guys have, amassed in short time, and it's easy to ignore the challenges and that you guys are facing. So I'd like you
Oh,
to
sure, sure.
talk a little bit about the challenges that you guys are facing. I mean, in all aspects, because I know, like, another thing I noticed also is your community has grown. I mean, from social presence, your community has grown massively in such a short while too. So it's not just success as to what the developers are doing, but there's success in education, there's success on the social front too. So I imagine that there are challenges that you face. Can you talk about the challenges and maybe a little bit on how you're managing the community and growing the community at the same time?
Yeah, so one of our biggest challenges, right, like the sponsorship,
Yeah.
definitely. Like it's actually a sponsorship, because we have hands that can actually work on these tools, work on these stuffs very, very well. Maybe it's because we are just starting up. There's no substantial like results to
Yeah.
actually show for this stuff. But once we get that sponsorship, like to actually go uh, like a long way. And the the meetups that some protocols have been sponsoring, maybe, yeah, meetups from Base, from leagues. and from Graph, they have been helpful very, very well because these meetups bring total beginners. They will come and learn about blockchain, then we'll convert them either to join our Web3 classes or to join our Web2 classes. And that's how the word have been spreading like that. So that's the strategy that we are doing, and that's basically our challenges so far.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
your community that is growing, and then like, cause the thing is like, when I see the growth, I mean, I look out from far and I see how massively the community has grown. I'm outside the meetups and the list meetup, the IAM meetups, and then like, how are you able to grow this community in such a short period of time? I mean, I look at it and it's an incredible development.
There's one thing is value. We give value, and we are like intentional about about our stuff. Every staff here, it might even surprise you to know that like our core staff, nobody's being paid.
Wow.
Nobody's being paid. They believe in BlockFuse Labs. They put in their best. That's why sometimes we teach a, like a whole day. And we also try to leverage on social media very, very well because once people see that the staff and the students they are they are teaching and sometimes they are sleeping at this facility, we'll leave the comfort of our home, we'll come to the lab, we are training these guys, all of us are here. So there's still that value, there's still that zeal that we are actually putting in 100. Therefore, most of them they want to join, right?
So, yeah.
Most of them they want to be part of BlockFuse Labs. That's just it. It's just value, and that's what I
Yeah,
would
sure.
say. Yeah.
It's important with what you guys are doing. I mean, from outside, I can see so much value, but it's not just value. I would say because it's one thing to see it, it's one thing to see the effect of it, and I think you guys are talking, and the results are showing at the same time. So, I mean, big
Sure,
ups to you guys
sure.
on what you're doing. Finally, before we wrap up, what's uh what's the future plan for BlockFuse Labs? Are there any? What are we expecting from BlockFuse Labs in the next 6 months, 1 year, maybe?
Yeah. One thing that we actually, one thing that you guys should expect from BlockFuse Lab is that there's one part that we don't really talk about. That's the product building aspect because a BlockFuse Lab we have we have a core engineering team here. We want to build products for the blockchain space. Then one thing you should actually expect again because as you are here now, these are a temporary sites because most we have had most applicants from different countries actually, from South Africa, Ghana, Malawi, Japan, India. These guys want to come to just to learn blockchain and development from a BlockFuse lab. So we plan on setting up a hostel like in such a way that they'll come and sleep here
Yeah.
and we'll train them. So accommodation will not be an issue again because that's uh that's a challenge again, right? So yeah, and that's what you guys should expect. And what you guys are actually seeing now, we are just scratching the surface. Actually,
I can imagine.
we are definitely just scratching the surface. There
Yeah.
are there are actually more things to come.
Oh, yeah. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Thank you very much for joining us today. But before we finally wrap up, what social media handles can our audience, because I imagine after seeing this, a lot of people will be attracted into, having coming to BlockFuse Labs to learn. What are the social media handles that you can reach out to, to get started with their journey with BlockFuse?
And if you want to get a general information about BlockFuse Lab, just we are we are on Twitter. We are actually active on Twitter, and then on Facebook as well. Yeah, these are our two most used social media handles. Then, if you want a direct message to actually BlockFuse Labs, right? Use our mail, blockfuselabs@gmail.com. That's all, and you get a response there ASP.
Oh, okay. I'll make sure I put the social media handles on the video during the yeah. So,
So,
Scarface, thank you very much for being on the show. It's been an exceptional time, with you. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much, Surface, for being on the show and sharing with us what you guys are doing to transform the world of blockchain in northern Nigeria, but not just in northern Nigeria, all over the world, as you have pointed out in our discussion. So, to our subscribers, I hope you enjoyed this wonderful, wonderful episode. Until next time, stay tuned and keep watching for more deep dives. We'll bring you more episodes of experts, talking about Starknet and everything you need to know to get into the Starknet ecosystem. Thanks for watching. Keep building, keep learning, keep innovating. See you on the next video, and thanks for watching.